Hello, everybody. Let me make sure my settings. Let's see. Let me make sure my settings are good. Let me make sure my settings are correct first, guys. Before, okay. All right. Wow. Wow. You know what? Yeah. I'm glad I didn't watch the game live. I am glad I didn't watch the game live. I am internally grateful for not watching the game live because the shit that I saw was absolutely pitiful. It was embarrassing. Like, it was embarrassing. And here's the thing. Palace are what? Unbeaten in 18. Good team, good side. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we should be playing better. We should be playing better for the most part the whole entire season. For instance, to start, we should be playing better. We spent all this money. We bought Isak. Obviously, he needs time for personal experience. Not having a preseason is actually very detrimental to a player because the player's preseason is basically the actual season. So you're basically a step behind everybody else. You're doing catch up. It's not the best feeling. Like, even me with my personal season coming off a injury this season, I'm playing catch up right now. After this, I'm about to head to the gym so I can make major improvements and major catch ups compared to everybody else because I've been behind. I'm off the pace. So Isak, I'm going to give him a pass. Florian Wirtz, the issue I have with him so far is there's no appetite to win. It feels like you can do stuff, but it feels like I don't want to put my all. You know what I mean? I don't want to put my all. A part of me is holding back a little bit, and that's not good. That's not good at all. And when we're as a Liverpool fan, I don't want to say it's worrying because we see the quality, but it's worrying. Like, he needs something to jumpstart. He needs a goal. He needs something to jumpstart his performances. Get commenting, get liking, get subscribing. We lost 2-1 to Crystal Palace, where well and truly that shit should have been 6-1. But Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world, and arguably one of the greatest goalkeepers in Premier League history. Like, I don't think I've seen a better goalkeeper that's put on these type of performances as consistently as Alisson. I've seen great goalkeeper performances. One of the greatest goalkeeper performances I saw was Thibaut Courtois against us in the Champions League final. That was the best goalkeeper performance I've ever seen because of the amount of shots he saved, and that was obviously the best goalkeeper performance I've ever seen in the final. But in terms of consistent performances like this, again and again and again and again, Alisson has done this so many times for us. Alisson's done this so many times. Imagine if this happened in the Mignolet era. Imagine if this happened in the freaking Karius era. It would have been ugly. It would have been ugly. So we got to thank Alisson for being so great and being able to save us from embarrassment because our performances was embarrassing. Like I said, it's one of those things where we saw this coming. We knew this was going to happen, and we shouldn't be surprised. I remember I made a video a while ago saying that Liverpool have been underwhelming, and everybody was getting on to me saying, "How are you saying we've been underwhelming? We're 5-5." This is what I mean. It's not really about the results. The results haven't been underwhelming. The performance itself, when you watch the game, it's been underwhelming. We're performing like a team that is trying to get it over the line. And yes, granted, I did say in the past that when Liverpool's players start to find their feet, when they start to make adjustments, when they start to know the system, we just need to tough out the results, which we did. But it gets to a certain point where, when's the improvement happening? When are we going to get better? When is everything going to click? Because at the moment, the only players that are performing well this season is The only person that's performing well this season is Alisson, Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Soboslai, and Hugo Ekitike. Everybody else has either been mid or terrible. And the thing about it is, if you got majority of your players performing bad, and when your players are performing good, when Konate is playing well, when Van Dijk is playing well, which both of them have done at spurts this season, when majority of your team is playing well, and you still concede 2 goals, and you still drop off, and you still see players looking uncomfortable, that's a manager issue. I've told people time and time again, this system does not fit our players. Kirkes cannot play in a back three. He's a marauding fullback. Why is Connor Bradley inverting? Like, come on. Connor Bradley inverts and Frimpong goes byline. It's a tactical issue. It has always been a tactical issue. Florian Wirtz plays like he don't know what to do. He gets the ball and it's like, okay, I'm in this position and I don't know what to do with it. And I'm telling you, like I said, guys, when you judge certain situations, look at it from a person that has played football. When a player is confused and doesn't know what he knows how to usually do, it's because he is in an uncomfortable situation. It is because he's in an uncomfortable situation. It's because he is not sure about what he's meant to do. And when you're not sure about what you're meant to do, your decision-making becomes bad. Positions that you have played your whole entire life it starts to look foreign. It starts to look foreign. And that's what we're seeing with Florian Wirtz. The decision-making ain't there. The passing ain't there. The passing all season has not been there, by the way. Our passing has been shocking. Our passing has been absolutely shocking this season. And it's sad. Honestly, it's sad. It's sad of how bad our passing has been. It's sad. Let me see. And like I said, it's a managerial issue. You play, okay, transfer window was not good. Frimpong and Wirtz are too weak for the league. Kirkes has low IQ. Here's the thing, let me tell you something, I play striker. You can get around playing football without being incredibly strong. All you have to do is know how to position your body properly. Like, say, for example, I'm not the strongest. The only way someone can utilize their strength against you is if they're close to you. If they're close to you. Frimpong's issue is his first touch has been lacking. And I feel like Frimpong's one of those players with everybody else is playing well, I'll play well. If everybody else is playing shit, I'm going to play shit. Florian Wirtz's issue is you need to know how to position your body well. If you know someone's trying to be physical with you, you got to position your body where they can only position here. They can't hit you here, and they can't hit you here. So if they can only hit you here and here, then your body position. So if defender wants to come, get your body in front. You got to get your body in front of the ball. Okay, man, that was so bad. Oh yeah, it was shocking. it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But yeah, like I said, it's all about your body positioning. Like a good example, watch Isak against Newcastle from last season in the Carabao Cup. In the Carabao Cup, the first leg. What happened was Saliba wanted to be physical with Isak. Isak took a yard off and then quickly ran in front, nicked the ball off him, nicked the ball off him, flicked it onto his other person, went round the other side and collected the ball. There is ways to perform without being strong. There's a lot of players that aren't strong. It's just that they know how to maneuver their body. They know how to position their body. They know how to give themselves a few yards. Because if I'm technically gifted, I don't need a physical battle. I need the ball at my feet and I need to run at you. Because when I'm running at you, you can't be physical if you can't get close to me. So the idea for throwing verts is you got to put yourself in a position where you can't be, where you're not close. And I know Slot told him, yeah, we're going to play you on the wing, but we're putting you on the wing so we can overload the middle, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't work against Palace. Palace have 4 people in the middle, and they want to congest that middle. So if you want to congest that middle, you spread the game out. You either play Rio, or if you don't want to play Rio, you play Chiesa. Which, by the way, we're gonna get onto Slot's comments. We are gonna get onto Slot's comments. Because here's the thing. Yes, it wasn't a corner. We know. Yes, it wasn't if they played extra minutes. We know. But at the end of the day, we have benefited of all this good of the green. We have benefited of all this luck, man. We have benefited over it. We've beaten every team 90 minutes or 80 plus minutes, and it's come back to happen to us. It comes in roundabouts. I can't be upset. At our team. Our team losing like this when we've been teetering in the firing line, man. Like, if you watch boxing, let me give you a good analogy. If you watch boxing, yeah. If my game plan is to slug it out with every opponent, there's gonna be one opponent that's gonna knock me out. If my game plan is to slug it out with one opponent, there's gonna be an opponent that's gonna knock me out. If my game plan is to wait for one big punch to knock someone out, like I'm Deontay Wilder, there's gonna be one guy that can take the punch and I lose the fight 12 clean. You know what I mean? We really lack pace on the wings and the ability to dribble and use both feet. Midfield lacks physicality. Maka is in the worst shape. Well, okay, let me explain to you McAllister. Let me explain to you McAllister. McAllister didn't have a preseason. And when he has a preseason, he starts off slow anyway. McAllister is not athletically gifted. Let's just say how it is. Mac is not athletically gifted. Let's just say how it is. And when you're not athletically gifted and you start off slow, the only advice I could give McAllister is when everybody else is on holiday, you should somewhat be training. Because certain players and certain people get unfit quicker. So if you're one of those players that get unfit and you're not at the races early on, you got to make sure you're razor sharp. Obviously this season he's been injured, but you got to have your preseasons earlier. You got to prepare earlier. You got to be ready earlier. All of this stuff has to happen earlier because at the end of the day, I'm suffering it from myself. It is very, very hard to get into shape and to keep yourself up to speed when you're literally in the midst of a football season. It's very hard. It's very hard, man. It's very, very hard. It's not easy, man. And as far as the wings, this goes down to the fact that Slot does not value athleticism. Slot does not value speed. He does not value speed the same way Klopp does. Think about it. Klopp built our team with people that are with athletes. Slot is a guy that values technical ability over athletic ability. But in the actuality, is this, athletic people in any sport are the biggest hacks. And the reason why I say they're the biggest hacks, because they don't have to be the most technically gifted. They don't have to be fundamentally correct. They can get away with shit because they are a supreme athletes. Supreme athletes, being a supreme athlete allows you to get away with shit. Being a good athlete allows you to get away with shit. And Liverpool don't have athletes. I know Rio has, but I don't see Rio. Oh, let me get him on. I don't see this the game to I just see our organization and our balance just terrible, man. But hey, what's good, man?
Is that any good?
I'm better than yesterday.
I don't know.
That game
I don't know
was something else, man.
uh,
That game was something else, man.
I know it's frustrating. I think I caught what you said then about not the time to experiment. Did you say?
Oh no! You experiment during preseason, and our issue is we have so many players that are, they just look like a pace off. Like McAllister, like from what I could tell from the times that we've had him, he's a guy that starts off slow. And I've said that if you're gonna start off slow, obviously this season he's had injury issues. Then you're gonna need to start preseason earlier than everybody else. When when everybody else is on holiday, you gotta be working on some stuff. So when it finally gets time to do preseason, you're already ready. Players like that, they need to be aware of themselves. We used to see Milner. Milner knew he wasn't the most athletically gifted, but Milner used to be the fittest person at 38, 39 years old because he started early. He didn't let himself fall out of shape. The Isak thing is going to take time, and I've seen Isak's brilliance with the one chance he creates, and this is another issue that we have. As much and this is why I don't like it when people try and say Slot is better than Klopp. Slot had a better positioned team than Klopp did, and one thing I will say for sure, and I'm not even trying to get onto Slot. Klopp would have had Isak having more chances.
Yeah,
he would have had Isak have, like, as much as we criticize Darwin Núñez and him getting into great position. Darwin Núñez barely had any chances last season compared to previous seasons. Obviously, you can say game time. Obviously, you can say he's not finishing them and whatnot. But Jota's goal output went down because he's not having the amount of chances he's had in previous seasons. And then when he gets chances, and for someone that's been a striker, you start snatching at them because you haven't been involved all game. And I saw somewhere in the Southampton game, at one point in the game, they said Isak had the fewest touches of the ball. That shows that he's not getting a lot of chances. He's not getting a lot of the ball. He don't know when his next chance is coming. So Slot's system hasn't really helped since he's arrived. The striker position has been a problem in terms of quality, but it's also been a problem in terms of generating chances for the striker. So as far as someone like Isak, if you want him to score, you got to give him at least 4 or 5 chances a game. Now, Haaland ain't worried about chances coming. All these Mateta ain't worried about chances coming. You saw how much he was peppering our goal and how many chances he had hitting the post, having Konate looking like Bambi on ice, which, by the way, that guy always gives us problems. Him and Sarr always give us problems.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they give us problems. So we need to find a way to change the system and make it about the striker again. I'm not even saying Salah being a touchline winger, because the season, Klopp's final season, Salah wasn't a touchline winger and he still got good output. And Núñez still got a shit bunch of chances and he still missed a shit bunch of chances. And we had Diaz, Gakpo, Jota all on 10 plus goals. And then we got another issue with Chiesa not playing. We don't have any real touch. The one touchline winger we really had, we sold. And we never replaced him. And this comment right here is very true. We don't have any. We have lack of pace and dribblers because Slot sold all our Slot don't prioritize athletes. Prioritize them technical players. Our teams become more technically gifted than athletic. Physicality has always been an issue since we built this iteration of the midfield.
I think the you said last night in the chat about being Team Diaz. I really didn't want to sell him because that's just
Diaz, man.
I like Gakpo, but Diaz can do more. Do you know what I mean? He can just go. He can just take the ball, carry the ball out of positions where it's like I don't think Gakpo does that, and I do like him, but I just think he's like he's just I don't want to be like Gakpo's great if you're playing well. Like he's really good if you're playing well, but if you're not playing well, he struggles to like sort of get you out of like the team out of like the scenarios. Like with the whole minute, like Chiesa is that winger who can just go left, right, and then go down. Like he is, like, and obviously he's struggling with his fitness, but he's got better and he looks fitter, he looks sharper. Like he's got a point to prove, you know. And I think try him out. Salah at the minute, like last season as well. Like people are going like, oh, Salah's not at the race. Salah's not at the races. Yeah, we know he's not, but it's like I made a point of it last night when Frimpong started with Salah. Coincidentally, Salah had his best game, and that was just because he had a bit more freedom to go into that like sort of that channel where he goes is effective. And like last season, we played through Salah in that channel, and now for some reason, Salah's on the touchline. Bradley's making a run on the inside, and then that. What annoys me about that as well is like it almost is like eliminating the striker from the attack. Like we seen it yesterday. Like Isak was just stood in the box. Where I think, why don't we revert back to what we was doing last season? If Gakpo doesn't have the credentials to do what he's got to do, put Chiesa on the left wing. He can be the touchline winger and be the one that's got the energetic and stuff. And then use Isak and Salah as the two that are going to penetrate like sort of them lines between the centre backs and the full backs. Oh, it's just so frustrating because we're literally using. I don't think he has to use Verts where it comes from. It's not an overreaction. This we're trying to play through Verts when last season we played through Salah and got a league title out of it. Play through Salah and the others will play through him. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he's overcomplicating it now. Like I don't think.
Another problem with the Verts situation. The Verts situation doesn't work because we don't have a natural DM.
Exactly.
And so because we don't have a natural DM, it's getting exposed because Szoboszlai, as much as people, and I'm not saying Szoboszlai this level, of player, but this is the only player I remember playing the 10 and having that level of defensive output. Remember when Conor Gallagher played 10 for freaking Chelsea?
Yeah.
And he would win the ball back so high up the pitch. Szoboszlai is like that in the best scenario possible and 10 times the best player. Because Szoboszlai wins the ball back earlier. He'll come back and win the ball back. He'll help out with defensive. It's like we're playing free in midfield rather than double pivot because Szoboszlai covers up so much ground. The issue with Verts is trying to do that. And he even said, I'm running more. And everybody's played football. The more energy you expend and the faster you play the game, and you've seen this at lower levels especially, when the game is uncontrollably fast, the quality of the game goes down because you are playing too fast than you can actually process what's going on. Verts is used to playing at his own pace. Now, he's been told, you got to run here, you got to run there. So when he gets to the final third, he can't dribble because he's too tired at that moment in time, and he can't pass because he can't think clearly to make the right pass. The way we're playing does not fit him. If you want to play a Verts, I'm not going to lie. And people saying that if we want to play a Verts, you got to have like a Fabinho. You got to have a DM that's going to help, that's going to give him the license to actually just stay there and be the 10. And not only that, we need to get the ball into him quicker. Get the ball into him quicker. And this is where this comment right here becomes true. Because players like Verts don't want players running towards him. He wants players running away from him. So if he has players running away from him, that way he can actually spray the pass and have the option to play full balls. That's why Diaz would have benefited so much well playing with Florian Verts because Diaz was our only pacey winger. We don't have pace on the wing no more. All of our players are too technical. They want the ball to feet, too intricate. And the reason why I think Gakpo's suffering, because if you look at a lot of Gakpo's goals, they come off the back of Salah's crosses, back post. Because Gakpo is one of the highest players that Salah has assisted. Gakpo has majority of his goals have come from tap-ins from the back post. When has he been in those scenarios this season? The headers that he scored from coming from the right-hand side, obviously we don't have Trent Alexander-Arnold. So getting the ball to Salah is going to be a lot more slower because the fullbacks that we have are more ball carriers rather than someone that's just going to spray the ball first time in. So in actuality, what's happening is Gakpo wants to drift in the back post and get a goal. Now you got the ball trying to play through Gakpo. Now Gakpo has to show his 1v1 dribbling ability, which is very limited because he wants to cut inside and he doesn't really want to go byline. And the reason why he doesn't want to go byline because he doesn't like using his left foot. Let's just call it how it is. That cutting crosses because he don't want to use his left foot. It's not because his left foot is terrible. It's just that a lot of players, when they're comfortable on one foot, they don't want to use the other foot. And that's really what it boils down to. And as much as we're saying Rio could be the answer, I don't know if he could be the answer. The answer is Federico Chiesa because he's our most informed attacker outside of Hugo Ekitike.
And he's not frightened to go byline.
Oh yeah, because like he's the one player that he was almost scoring, creating chances and whatnot. And we gotta talk about Slot's comments about him, man. I'm like, damn, what did he do, man? He said he was better against Southampton. I was like, bro, he played the whole game. Of course he's gonna be better.
To put it this way, like he played the whole game against Southampton, and he played 15 minutes against Crystal Palace, and he did more than any of the 6 attackers that were on the pitch before him. So, like, what's Slot getting at? It does my head in with him. I feel like he's got him in prison.
No, but he's got to be careful though, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Chiesa is playing like a guy that he feels like he can get. Because if you hear Chiesa's interview, Chiesa actually feels like he can get into this team.
Oh, he can.
So because Chiesa feels like if I play well enough, I can get into this team. If Slot does not reward that performance, Chiesa's performance is going to drop again because he's going to get to a certain point where I'm doing all of this and I can't get into the team. The effort's going to go down, and as much as we complain about Darwin, we started to see that with Darwin towards the end because he started to feel like he can't get into the team no more. So
yeah,
and you know it's bad if you're losing effort from Darwin because that's all he was giving us at certain points.
Yeah,
and this is where you see the difference between Klopp because Klopp, if you're playing well under Klopp will play you. Klopp rewards good performances. Slot is more hard-headed because if he don't rate you, it's kind of hard for him to rate you.
I almost think it's like a good thing and a bad thing though, isn't it? Like it's sort of like maybe trust your players a little bit more, but I think also he demands such a high level that it like sort of is probably a good thing in the long run. But I mean, in this circumstance of Chiesa, like just play him because I feel like he's not a player where he's like needs to sort of prove himself in terms of what he's done in the past. I think like he's got like what's the word I'm looking for? You know, he's already done things. He's already won trophies. He won the Euros on his own pretty much for Italy. Like I know it's obviously an international competition, but he was electric. You know, he was electric for Fiorentina back in the day. He was electric for Juventus until he got injured. And he's, you know, this is a player we spoke about 4 years ago being £100 million player, and every penny of it as well because he was that good. He was the best. You know, before Vinicius come on the scene, he was the left winger that everyone wanted, and obviously he got injured. You know, he's at an age now. He's 27. He's not that old, really. Like I think give him a chance. What's the worst that can happen? He doesn't score. What's the players doing now? They're not scoring. So I think you're going to play him. To be honest,
I think Chiesa is better than what a lot of people think he is. I think the issue that Chiesa is having is he just needs games. Like he needs games. He just needs a rhythm. He just needs games. Okay, let's see. Baleba could be a way better version of Ginny. Should we make? What do you think?
Maka. I mean, Maka was our best midfielder last season, so
no, he is. Yeah, I just think we need a pure out on our DM, man.
Yeah, I mean,
we need someone that when we're playing, because think about it, you look at Newcastle, for example, that midfield is physical. We've always this iteration of our midfield has always struggled against that Newcastle midfield because Bruno Gomes, that's actually the perfect player, man. That's the perfect player for us. Bruno Gomes, Tonali, and then you got Joe Linton. That's a physical midfield. Our midfield doesn't like physicality, and you see that as well. McAllister, because he's not really a DM, he don't have the recovery pace to get himself back in position. So when he gets caught out, he's caught out.
Yeah.
Baleba could work. I don't know if he could be a better Gini because people don't understand how unbelievably press resistant Gini Wijnaldum was.
Gini Wijnaldum was very fast as well for a centre.
Very fast.
He was very, very quick. Like the supporting runs he used to do as well for Mane and Robertson recovery and stuff. Like he was, I think he's probably one of the most underrated players I've ever seen at Liverpool because he didn't really
forget as well. Gini's goal threat. He didn't show at Liverpool because of the role he played. But before we signed for it, he was playing on the wing for Newcastle, and he was he scored like he was the highest goal scorer midfielder the season that we bought him. He scored like 12 goals in the league. You remember that game that he scored 4 goals in one game against Norwich? So Gini was unbelievably going forward.
Yeah, he'd pop up like a good, like at the right moments as well. Obviously,
especially at Anfield, because I remember that guy would never score an away goal. That Miss Lucho, he worked so like it was unpredictable. Joke. Oh yeah,
isn't it Brighton?
This Lucho comment, one thing I'll say this about this comment, remember that City game where Lucho missed all those chances?
Oh, yeah.
That energy is the energy that we lacked on the wings. That energy, the energy that we lacked. And I watched Liverpool versus Fulham last year at the Craven Cottage, the one that we lost. Lucho was our best player when he came on. Constantly going byline, helped us get back into the game and whatnot. Ever since we won the league, I noticed that Slot has tweaked the tactics a bit and has made us more open. Because I started noticing that Bradley was more coming inside and Salah was going more outside, but it should really be the other way around. Like we got marauding fullbacks, and you want to make them into a back three. I don't understand it.
We've got some serious issues with our fullbacks at the minute. Like I think, to be honest, the best fullback I've seen this season, Robertson. I know it's mad me saying that.
You know what's crazy though? When Kirkes has played where he's meant to play, he's been good. He's been good. Like Kirkes was good against Everton. He was amazing against Everton, and he's good against Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's just that Kirkes is one of those players where if he don't understand what he's meant to do, that's when you see the mistakes in him. And Konate is one of those players where if he feels nervous energy around him, he will have nerves in him. And then what? That's what we got. Kirkes looking shaky. We got our fullbacks are constantly changing. We need to stick with one fullback.
Yeah,
we change our fullbacks too much. 1 minute Soboslai, 1 minute Frimpong, 1 minute Bradley. We changed our fullbacks 3 times against Palace, and there was no injuries. That is not normal. Why don't Salah and Gakpo swap throughout the game? Mo and Mane used to do that at least because I don't know. I don't.
It's Slot's tactics. He's got Salah welded to that touchline because he wants the right back for some reason. Because we've lost that Trent creativity there, he wants for some reason Bradley to come on the inside. I don't know why he wants him to do that, and I think it's like almost like silly because it's eliminating your top assist and your top scorer, and then it's eliminating your new 125 mil striker or Ekatike.
But you know why that's stupid? Because why the hell did you sign Florian Wirtz? It wasn't Florian Wirtz
exactly.
to replace Trent's creativity. That my issue has been this, and this I don't know if there's a hot take or anything. I think there's nothing wrong with the players. I think it's all been on Slot. I think the fact that we've gotten this far and this many games perfect was because of Slot. I mean, because of the players. We've been saved by individual brilliance every single game. I saw that Arsenal performance in the second half from Wirtz, and he looked comfortable. I saw Wirtz get into dangerous positions to shoot. Because I'm not gonna lie, Wirtz well and truly should really be getting you 30 GA.
Yeah.
I know people are saying he's 007, but he don't shoot. It's the same thing we see at Man United with freaking Brian Mbeumo, who scored 20 goals. He goes games where he's not having a single shot. Like Isak had one shot, went to the wing, got the ball, and then collected it back. That was the only time. And people said Isak should have scored. He shouldn't have scored. He was off balance. He got clipped in the back of the leg, and he took the shot, and he wasn't able to stir it into the net. The issue is our team is all over the place tactically. Nobody knows what they should be doing. No one knows where they should be. And the players that know where they should be is because their role really hasn't changed. And that is in Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch is one of the few people that has the same role as he did last year. And the reason why Ekatike is cooking, because Ekatike likes to drop in deep and get involved. Isak can drop in deep, but he's trying to go beyond, and he's not really getting the ball into him that much.
You almost don't want Isak doing that though, do you? You don't want Isak. You want Isak to be like, there's obviously a goal last season, I can't remember it was against, where the ball just gets played into him and he's just like, it's like a carpet touch straight into his path in front of him and he slots it bottom corner. Like he likes playing on the shoulder as well, and you don't want Isak doing what he had to do yesterday, where he went to the wing, coming off the wing to make his own chance. There's 3 Liverpool players. I was like, you should be doing that for him, and he should be stood in the middle. Oh, it's insane.
Like I said, we've lost a lot of pace. We don't have Mane, we don't have Lucho, we don't have Salah's lost these. Salah don't have the same pace as he used to. That's why it was better when we had him closer to goal. And now he's further away from goal. He's doing what Klopp did last year. And really, well and truly, it comes down to where we can figure this out. I'm not going to lie, man. If Arsenal beat Newcastle, it might look bad for us. Because that game is a ground that they deep down know that they never normally win at. They go, and apparently I saw somewhere where they've had like 2 shots on target in like 3 years. At St. James's Park. Apparently, their conversion rate at St. James's Park is really bad. That's why I said, Valtamada, man, I'm going to need you to perform. I'm going to need you to do something, man. I'm going to need you. You said your favorite player is Gerrard. Gerrard will be proud.
I think
that guy is twerking for Liverpool already, by the way.
I think we 0-0, mate. I think
that's better. I don't mind. I'll take a 0-0.
They just, like, the only team that Newcastle conceded against this season is Liverpool. And the only team that Arsenal conceded against is Liverpool and City teams, should I say. And then, like, so Newcastle have literally got, 4 clean sheets?
We've played against the best defenses this season.
Yeah.
We played against we've had the toughest fixtures. And they don't get any easier because I'm not going to lie. If everyone thinks Chelsea are cooked, watch, this will be the game where Chelsea are up for it. And we always struggle at Stamford. When was the last time we won at Stamford Bridge?
I think it was about 2 years ago. Do you know what I honestly think it was?
The last season we lost. The season before that, we drew 1-1.
It was 2-0 years back.
Well, it must have been. I think it was the. Was it the cup? Wait, did we? Let me see.
Mane scored, I think.
Are you talking about that game where Thiago made the most passes?
Yeah, no, it was the year after that. I think we scored 2. It was 2-0, if I'm right. 2-0. Yeah. I know we won like 2-0 back-to-backs, but I can't remember if it was 1 at home and 1 away, or like 2 aways. I can't remember who it was.
That game is going to be...
Put it this way, 2 years ago.
And then we got Man United, people don't know this stat about Man United against Liverpool. Man United have not lost against us since that 7-0. At Anfield. They have not lost to us at Anfield since that 7-0. They have made it their mission that they will not let that shit happen ever again. They will not. So we got a couple of tough fixtures, and then we got Man City when we come back. We got Real Madrid sandwich in between. The only thing I can say is Tuesday we got to win convincingly. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start Hugo Ekitike up front.
How much did you rotate on Tuesday? How much did you rotate?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I would. Okay, so in goal, I'll keep Allison. Right back,
Bradley.
You know, I hate Slot, man. I don't even know who our best right back is because he keeps rotating too damn much. He rotates that position too damn much. I don't want to play Bradley though. That game that oh my lord.
I'd play Bradley just to see if it's a form thing, and then if it's not, I'd play. If he's terrible again, then we know that Frimpong's got to play from here forward.
Okay. So I play Bradley. Centre back Van Dijk and you know what's crazy? And this is where we're so unlucky. If Leone wasn't injured, he would have come on that game and played with Virgil.
Facts.
And if he came on and played with Virgil, it showed out Konate ain't getting back into the team. Slot didn't even like Konate to begin with. He wanted to play Kwanzaa ahead of Konate. Everybody forgets that. Everybody forgets that. Konate, but because I have no option, I'll play him. If Konate plays bad, the thing is, I'm not sure about Joe Gomez because I don't know where he's at. Left back, I'll go Robbo. It's funny because I want to go Kirkes, but the way Slot wants to play, man, there's no point. Double pivot. I think our best double pivot. People are not gonna like it. I think our best double pivot is Soboslai and freaking Gravenberch. I think that's our best double pivot. I think we got the energy of Soboslai. Soboslai, people may not like Soboslai can cover 2 positions. And the 10, I'm playing Verts. I don't care. Verts, man, you're 007, but you owe me a performance. You're playing the 10, and I'm telling you, bro, this shit, man. I might even sit him down and roll him tapes of himself and say, this is what you could do, man. So I'm playing Verts in the 10. On the left, I'm playing Chiesa. I'm playing Chiesa Tuesday. I'm playing Chiesa on the weekend. Gakpo ain't seen the lineup. I'm playing Chiesa both games because Chiesa has earned. I'll play Chiesa against Man United, man. I'll play him 3 games in a row because Chiesa at least deserves a chance to at least play games in a row. On the right, oh shit, man. I guess I got go Salah. I guess I go Salah. And then up front, I would play Isak, and then I play Ekatike against Chelsea. I think Ekatike is the best fit for Chelsea. And plus, I want to get Isak used to starting games.
Yeah, I actually, that lineup's bang on. I'd have that lineup 100% because I think with Ekatike, just because Chelsea have sort of play Caicedo and Thingy in the middle, Enzo Fernandez, Ekatike sort of, I think he'll just like get in there well. Do you know what I mean? Like sort of drag them away, sort of make more space. And I'd play Ekatike against Chelsea.
And by the way, if it's a Chelsea game, the only thing I'm changing is I'm keeping that same midfield that started Everton. People are gonna like I'm benching Verts. I'm playing Chiesa on the left. I'm keeping that same midfield because for some reason, man, surprise, surprise, the midfield that won the league is actually our best performing midfield. What a shock! What a freaking shock! Until you get a DM, and I like Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz don't work in this team.
Not yet, no.
Unless you want to play, if you really want to play McAllister, because McAllister to me was all right against Everton. If you really want to play McAllister, that has to be the 3 because Soboslai has to start. If you want to play Wirtz in the 10, you definitely got to play Soboslai in the double pivot with Gravenberch.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they want to do us to do player ratings, man.
That'd be fun.
Oh man, this is gonna be disgusting, man. Let's start off with the great news, man. Alisson's a 10. Let's not even debate about that, man.
Yeah, Alisson, best keeper in the world. Facts.
Yeah, everything. And then after that, it goes downhill.
Bradley, I'd honestly, that's 3.5.
3. Yeah.
I can't. I just fail to see how you can get dribble past 7 times in the first half and people think you're having a good game. No chance. Konate
2. Because I'm not gonna lie, there was one chance where he completely let the ball run across his body for Mateta to collect it. I'm not gonna lie, if that was any other goalkeeper, that's a goal. That's a goal. Van Dijk.
Van Dijk, the best out of the defense, I'd probably say a 6, but he had no help really at times, apart from Alisson. It felt like Van Dijk and Alisson at the back most of that game, didn't it? It just felt it was like 2 players. I'd probably give him a 6 though because we still lost. And I mean,
Kirkes.
3. I think
he can't play a consistent game well. He's either really he can't give me them Ginny Wijnaldum performances where I'm a constant 6. I'm no below a 7. This guy's either an 8 or 9 or 3.
Yeah, at Everton 8. Like this week. Like,
you know what's crazy? I guarantee you play well against Chelsea because he only plays well for us in the big games.
Yeah, he's weird, isn't he? We know the answer is play Robertson against the other teams, then play Kirkes against a big team.
That's what it looks like. Okay, so we got Gravenberch.
I thought Gravenberch was okay. I don't think he did much. 5, 6. Yeah, I can't really say he didn't do anything bad. He didn't do anything good. So I'll just put him in the middle, 5 or 6.
McAllister.
He looks about 5. Honestly, like 5 yards off it. Like he just looks.
I'm telling you, man, the worst thing any player could do is have preseason in games that matter because you are not allowed to look bad. You are not allowed to look bad.
After 20 minutes, he was blowing. I was watching him like he was blowing. I was like, yeah, get him off. Like I love McAllister. He's great. I think he's such a good player, but he's just not fit enough to play games at the minute. So, the game we played in midweek against Southampton, pre-season games and games like that, not against Crystal Palace.
No, but the thing about Slot is, I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't have the luxury to rotate our team like in Carabao. We need to get a team and spank them like 4-0. We should have played our strongest 11 against Southampton because if our starting 11 ain't gonna play well, and we can barely string passes together, no matter who we play, it's a team problem. But yeah, McAllister, I give him a 4-3, man. He was trash, man.
Yeah. Sabo?
5.
Again, same as exactly the same game. I thought they had, with Gravenberch and Soboslai, they didn't do anything wrong and they didn't do anything good. So I can't really say. I feel.
Wait. We got bump Gravenberch up a little bit because he was involved in the goal.
Which one? Oh, Chiesa.
Yeah.
I was gonna say which one, Chiesa.
Yeah, Chiesa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Salah.
Salah, 4.
No, I'm giving him a 3, man. He almost cost us that goal.
4,
we caught life. That was a handball. We got lucky. Verts 4, 3. I don't know, man. You can pick out between one of those two.
I thought he was better, like towards the sort of the 10 minutes towards the end of the first half, and then the 10 minutes of the second half. The 10 minutes in the second half, he was good. But
I don't think he understands what Slot wants him to do.
You know what? When I've watched Verts, which I've watched a lot of him, I do watch the Bundesliga, and I've watched him for Germany. He just picked what I've seen is he picks the ball up. If you remember the first goal he scored in the Euros last year against after France, or I can't remember the first game. He got the ball, drove with the ball, and just banged it in the back of the net. I've not once seen him do that this season.
Oh yeah, he's not dribbling.
No, he's not.
He's not dribbling. He's not dribbling at all because here's the thing. Verts was he had the most dribbles, man. But I don't think he has a license to dribble. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the fact that he's with better players, he's not thinking to dribble.
No.
Because the problem is, and this is the problem that you have with certain teams is when you have certain players that were the guy, they feel like they need to do more. He is in a situation where I don't need to do more. Salah's there. I don't need to do more. Soboslai's there. I don't need to do more. Isak's there. But when you're the guy, you're like, okay, I'm going to pick up the ball. I'm going to try and drive forward. I'm going to pick up the ball. I'm going to try and make something happen. I'm going to run out the defenses. And he needs to start doing that. And Slot needs to tell him to do that instead of giving him instructions of you're playing on the wing, but I need you to tuck in. Because I'm not sure if you saw that image that I put in the chat of how clustered we were on the wing.
Yeah.
That junk was horrible, horrendous, man. Like, look.
Yeah. It's insane, that, isn't it?
And it's funny because Palace thrived in the middle, and the teams that we played against are thrived in the middle. And then you're seeing Chiesa. I think Chiesa got most GA.
He did.
So he has our most GA this season.
He has, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bar Salah's got the goal and the assist in the Champions League, but per minute, Chiesa 167 minutes. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists in 167 minutes. All the others have played like 400, 500, 600. You know, he's the only one who's played nothing.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at it right now. So we done Verts. Isak.
Again, I don't think he did anything bad. 5. He didn't get the ball. It's crazy. Like, the crossing to him was woeful from both sides as well. 6'4" striker, and he can't get anywhere near him.
We don't have good crosses of the ball, and the only good cross of the ball that we have that I actually think is a good crosser is Kirkes, and Kirkes has never been in a position to cross.
Did you see him yesterday? And he just get it though, like in that first half. And there was a point where Verts went up the side. It's like towards the end of the first half. Verts went up the side of the wing up towards the corner flag, and he laid it off to Kirkes, Isak, Salah, and in the box, and he just went turned and passed it backwards to Gravenberch.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Slot got them overthinking because this is the problem when you call out your players in the game. Now they're overthinking. Now they're like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
Cross.
Okay. You didn't miss much, bro. You didn't miss much.
No.
You saved yourself.
No.
Yes, pretty much.
I think it'll be a draw. Now that's not me just saying off yesterday. I actually said a draw on Friday, so I'm still going to stick with that. But yeah, what would you give the rating for the bench players? Let's go.
Okay, so Chiesa.
Best player.
I gotta give him an 8, man. What more can you do? You came on to make an impact. You brought us back in the game. Nothing more you can do.
Yeah. Who else was there?
Curtis Jones.
You know what? Like, we looked better when Curtis Jones was on the pitch, like controlled in terms of the ball, but he passed the ball out twice, and then he assisted the goal. So I don't know what to give him. Like, I felt like we played better with him, but then I felt like what he did ultimately made.
Oh, because the thing about Curtis Jones has never been his abilities, it's just been his mindset. His ability is never the problem. His issue is he's too. He's one of those guys, that when you're playing football in the cage, you not make the person, and then you try and not make them again, and then you try and mess around with the ball, and like the little kid the little kids that when you're younger, you're like the older kid, and you're trying to dribble the kid, and the kid's trying to chase the ball. That's what Curtis Jones tries to do. For men, and he needs to know when to release the ball, because if Curtis Jones knows when to release the ball, he could be a very useful player for us, because he has a lot of qualities that the other guys don't have. He can control the game. He's one of the few players that can be a controller of the game. He's one of the few players that I feel comfortable to receiving the ball from the keeper or from the centre back, because he can beat the press. That his issue is his mindset. That's the problem. His issue is his mindset and how he views the game, and the fact that Slot don't trust a lot of these players. He said last season I didn't rotate the players enough. Now you're rotating too damn much.
Yeah.
Now you're rotating too damn much. That's the problem that he has. Okay. Gakpo
4.5.
For
Jones.
Gakpo 3 or 4.
Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Come on, didn't do anything. Mention not come on. It's like
man, we miss Trent, man. That passing, man, he used to split the fences open with that passing, man. Lord, man, we miss Trent.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Verts has got that.
Verts ain't getting the ball where he needs. I mean, he ain't getting runners running beyond. Everyone's trying to come to feet, and this is why having a Diaz was pivotal. If you get rid of Diaz, you need to get me. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not the biggest fan of him, man. Get me a Leao, man.
Yeah.
Get me a Leao.
I'm not a fan of him really, but
I'm not a fan of him, but he runs in behind.
Yeah, true.
We need a winger that runs in behind.
Frimpong, there's one of them.
Frimpong.
3.5.
Do you know what it is, yeah, with Frimpong? I feel like he's one of those guys. If everybody else is shit, he's shit with them. If everybody else is good, he'll be good with them.
Yeah. I get that.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Who else?
People might not like this, man. The players we got, we might have to go to back three.
I don't like back threes.
I don't like back threes too. I hate back threes. But the reason why I'm saying that is we don't have pacey wingers, but we have pacey fullbacks. That's the only way we're getting pace. That's the only way we're going to get the width that we want. We don't have wingers that want to hold width other than Rio, which Slot don't trust fully. And he don't want to play Chiesa. Chiesa could go on a run of scoring the next 3 games, and Slot would be like, well, he misplaced a pass here. Oh, Chiesa well, he should have scored a hat trick.
Yeah, well, he didn't put his socks in the washing basket in the changing room, so
Slot's too much of a smart ass. It pisses me off. Rio,
I'd say a 5. Like he couldn't get in the game.
What minute did Rio come on?
He didn't too late again.
He can't. Here's the thing. He needs to stop giving him garbage time minutes.
This is what I don't get with Slot, right? It's like the last couple of weeks, I've been saying exactly the same thing all the time. What is with the timing of the subs? You bring the player on that's least effective at the earliest on. And we yesterday, it was like, it's crying out for Chiesa this. I'm saying this on the 50th minute. It's crying out for Chiesa this. It's crying out for someone to get down that wing and getting getting that behind and stuff. Kept saying it.
That's crazy.
75th minute, something, Chiesa comes on. I'm like, it's not good enough. And then
Slot is actually making me miss Klopp, man, because Klopp was amazing at subs.
Yeah, he was.
He was so good at bringing on subs, man. He'll bring them on early. He'd be like, boom, 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 boom. He didn't care, man. I remember when he subbed those Salah, and Salah started cussing him out.
He didn't think with Klopp as well. Like his man management was obviously miles better.
His man management was better because if you hear, I'm not sure if you've seen a lot of podcasts and interviews where players talk about Klopp. Even if you're playing shit, Klopp would be like, yo, he had a great game. And the player be like, I was garbage. And at that moment, I knew I'll run through a brick wall. But the thing about Slot needs to understand is some players, you can dig into them and they'll perform. Some players you can absolutely dig into them and perform. Other players, you dig into them and you're just taking them, it doesn't work.
I say Chiesa's bulletproof, isn't he?
Oh yeah, but that's because Chiesa right now is in the phase of the phase where he actually thinks if I keep playing like this, I'm going to get my opportunity.
Yeah,
and I think he will get his opportunity. I just don't think he's going to get a fair chance to. I feel like if Chiesa starts playing well, the moment he has a bad game, start pulling him out.
Put Gakpo in.
Huh? Yeah, he pull him out. Gakpo can have 3 bad performances.
I mean, he's on 4 now, so and he's still getting. I mean, to be honest, he didn't get picked against Crystal Palace, but I don't think that was to do anything with form. That was to do with
tactical.
Let's try and do this new tactic thing because.
Doesn't Slot have a bad record against Glasner?
No, he's not. Beat him once.
Yeah, and that game we look kind of shaky.
Jota scored the winner. Yeah. We drew at home. I think we drew at home, didn't we? We drew at home. We lost in the Carabao. We drew at home, I'm pretty sure. We won at Palace, but that game was... I can't remember when that game was.
That game was tough. That game was a tough 1-0 because we had multiple chances to score. Gravenberch performed out of his life because I'm not going to lie, man. They were passing Gravenberch when he had bare people on him, but Gravenberch so press resistant, beat the press, and he was amazing that game. People like the thing about Palace here. They're one of those grounds where even though we've had a good record, I just want to get out of that ground alive.
Yeah,
Like
it's horrible. It's
I'm
horrible.
from that area, man. Like their fans.
The class.
Our best victory against them was when they had no fans.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's the thing about Palace, and like very good side, second in the league somehow.
You'd have thought, if you'd have looked at that table, Sunderland in 4th, Leeds in 10th.
City won freaking 5-1.
You always knew that was happening against City though with Burnley, because I'm not Burnley, but they sort of, for some reason, play a lot differently against City than they do against Liverpool for some reason.
No, I just think City play better against low blocks because they got better wingers. They got better wingers that hog the touchline. Doku hogs the touchline. Savinho hogs the touchline. You could put Oscar Bob, another guy that hogs the touchline. They got actual touchline wingers, people that want to run in behind.
Ours are inside forwards.
Yeah, so inside forwards, where they're running into congested space. So we struggle. And plus, Wirtz is getting crowded by his own players and their players, and Ekitike, who is literally has the traits of a false 9, but is actually a number 9, coming in there, taking up space. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know why. I have a funny feeling this might be our Real Madrid season when they signed Mbappe.
I don't think it'd be that. I think we'll sort of turn it around. Look, it sounds really crazy, this, right? Like, to be honest, at the minute, Wirtz is not performing. But if we reverted back to what we played last year with our midfield, I think we're good. Do you know what I mean? Like, because
it's you're gonna bench 100 million on the bench.
Well, no, but if he keeps,
I want to keep playing though. Force the good. Every time I see us lack control, I get upset because Thiago was my guy.
We have control, but
controller.
We have control, but it's rubbish control. It's like,
but when Thiago was there, that control was crisp control.
Yeah, but
his passing was so good. He was so injury prone, but his passing was so good.
The control we have at the minute is passing between Van Dijk, Canate, Alisson, and that's it. Like, it's just painful.
Jones crazy. Van Dijk is one of our best passers. We don't have another passer that can make the passes like Van Dijk does, and we did because we had Thiago. Thiago was the guy that was the only other player that could make those type of passes.
Yeah, the line.
And if we had a player of that profile, we would not struggle as much. We would not struggle as much because we'd be able to control the game better. We'd be able to see out the game better. But if we can't control the game better, we need a Fabinho type player. We need Baleba more than Adam Wharton. For the way Slot wants to play it, I would prefer Adam Wharton, but with the players that we got, we need a Baleba.
I said that exact same thing. People keep saying about Wharton, and I would. Do you know what? Because of the way we are, I'd have Baleba because it fits better. Adam Wharton wouldn't fit. It'd be just the same we have now. But Adam Wharton.
Here's what you do, yeah. You tell Wirtz to play football. No tactics, no game plan. Just tell him to play football. Because what people need to understand, there are certain players that should not be coached. Certain players, if you coach them and you give them too many instructions, you're actually making them worse. Because certain players can't, like, what's his name? I don't think Kirkes is the smartest player. I think Kirkes should be told to defend, get forward, and support your winger. That's what Kirkes' game plan should be.
Yeah.
If you tell him, I need you to invert, I need you to do this, he's gonna make mistakes. He don't have the IQ to do all of this extra shit that they're asking him to do. But if he does have the IQ, but you're taking away from his game because he's working hard on the defensive end, he's covering more ground, he's winning duels. I don't care about him winning duels. I want him to make passes, I want him to create chances, I want him to score goals, I want him to make deep runs into the box. I want him to be effective in that aspect. And I have a disgusting feeling, and I'm gonna say this here, and this is the most disgusting feeling I have. I have a disgusting feeling we get better when Salah goes AFCON.
Maybe.
I have a disgusting feeling that he might actually do the 4-4-2 diamond.
The thing is, though, like,
and if we do the 4-4-2 diamond, I guarantee you, Wirtz will score more goals.
Yeah, he will. But it's mad, isn't it? Though, like, I just find it quite great the way Slot has done this season. It's just like let's just not let's just eliminate sort of our best attacking player from attacks and have him sitting on the touchline at 33 years old, and then the player that is the creativity in terms of Florian Wirtz, let's have him playing so deep and go collecting the ball from it. Do you know what they should do? They should do what was it Warnock did at Palace with Adel Taarabt?
Yeah.
If you pass him that ball, if he comes and gets that ball, honestly, they should do that with him because that's.
Yeah, but that's the thing with Maverick players. Maverick players should not have a game plan for them.
No.
Because the thing about being a Maverick is, like, if you give someone like Jeremy Doku a game plan, he's not going to play well. He's played better because he's playing more freedom. If you give someone like Adel Taarabt, Florian Wirtz a game plan, you're taking away from what they need to do. You need to tell them, create and score. The problem that we're having in midfield is once against, I've seen this pass be made once, and I think Isak made a similar pass where if McAllister can do this consistently, that's the type of pass he's in. Do you remember that pass where he fizzed it into Wirtz against Arsenal?
Yeah.
Those Wirtz makes those runs all game long. They're just not giving it to him because I don't think Szoboszlai and the midfielders that we have the confidence to play that type of pass. So a lot of the players that we have like to play it safe. We got passing the ball sideways. The only other player that will play that pass that McAllister played is Van Dijk. That's why it's important. And this is where we miss Trent again, because Trent would have played that pass too. This is why it's important to get Wirtz involved. So Wirtz is dropping in deep, and then he's giving that pass to McAllister, or McAllister should be giving that pass to him. And then we got Ekitike saying, I'm not getting any chances, and I want to do well for Liverpool, so I'm dropping in deep. So you got Salah hugging touchline, you got Wirtz going to collect the ball, you got Ekitike trying to collect the ball. So you got this guy playing touchline, and you're not even creating chances for the striker.
Yeah.
At least when Klopp did it, we were creating chances for Nunes. At least when that was happening, chances were getting created. Nothing's happening. The organization, the tactical approach has been off. I don't know how he scammed that manager of the month. I don't know how he scammed that manager because he was not manager of the month.
The wins.
But that wasn't him. That was Chiesa. That was Rio. That was that lucky ass penalty that we got, which we caught life. What else? Is the Szoboszlai free kick. Been luck this whole time.
It's crazy, isn't it? I think I don't think Slot is like, I don't think he's like an Amorim type of guy where he's not going to change things. Like,
No, he will change it because he hates losing.
Yeah, exactly.
He hates his hate for losing is too strong.
Yeah, I think we'll probably in the next couple of weeks.
Semenyo got 4 goals this season. Haaland's on 8.
Yeah, but I think we'll revert back to what we was doing. Like, probably
because he's gonna get to a point where he's going, because this game, people said this is our Nottingham Forest. So I was gonna talk about it like it's Nottingham Forest. Just play Wirtz on the wing. It's not like I think you just tell him to play football. That's what Alex Ferguson used to say to Cristiano Ronaldo. You just told him to just play football.
Also, what the most annoying thing is, and I was going mad in the group chat about it yesterday. What is these counter-attacks? We've gone from the best counter-attacking team in the league to the worst counter-attacking team in the league. We get the ball 3-on-3 and then pass it back. Go with the players. Just he put no player likes running back towards their own goal, and they're just like, we'll pass it back.
I think
times yesterday. Oh, it's so frustrating.
I think it's a mixture of. I don't know. I feel like counter-attacks are slower. I think we're a slower team. We don't have Trent, so we can't get the ball up fast enough. We don't have people that like to play risky passes. The only guy that likes to play risky passes isn't getting the ball enough. McAllister plays risky passes every blue moon. Van Dijk plays risky passes, but who really cares to the extent that you would like to care, because he's a centre back, and we don't have pace no more. Remember that counter-attacking goal that we scored against, I think it was Bradford last year, the Diaz goal.
Jota to Diaz.
Yeah, Jota to Diaz. You see how quick we got up the pitch?
Yeah.
Name someone in our attack that can get up the pitch with that can do that for us now. With that same quickness and same tempo.
I think Ekitike is fast.
Yeah, he is fast.
I think Isak is, but not at the minute because he's not fit. Salah's fast, but he's not like he used to be. Like he's like Salah's.
He got that quick first step. He can like drop the shoulder quick. He's not first. He ain't 17, 18 Salah fast.
No.
That Salah, that goal that he scored against Arsenal.
Oh my God.
That was but he ain't got that pace no more. That pace is gone.
But he's still quick, and I think that's what I keep saying to people, like he's quick, and that's why it makes no point using him on a touchline, because he's got that burst of pace where you need him from like the just outside the 18-yard box to like maybe near the pen spot, and like because he's that quick over that little amount of like area, like it's like boof, and he gets into that zone. But yeah, like I mean, Diaz is electric quick though, wasn't he? Like,
oh yeah. So and guess what? Klopp built a team around that, because Klopp's idea of winning football was the press is the best playmaker. So he flooded our team with pacey players. And when we got rid of when Mane was dying down, we got another pacey player in Diaz. Now our team has become so much more technical, but we don't have the physical attributes that you need in the Premier League. We don't have the athleticism wise with Diaz died down. That's why Szoboszlai's importance has been emphasized. Our ability to that's why when we look good, we look very clean and intricate, but we don't have the athleticism. We don't have the speed. We have the pace. We don't have players that want to run in behind. We've got very technically gifted players, because Slot sold all the freaking speed demons.
Yeah. Got rid of them all. See you later. Just like, bye.
So that's why I said I hate a back three, but if you want to bring that pace back, with the way our team is, that's the only way. We don't have any personnel that can do that. Like we don't even if Ben Doak was on the team, he would be one of our fastest players.
Yeah. Sold him.
We sold everybody. We sold everybody. We sold everybody to get this team. And it's either one or two things are gonna happen. We're either gonna win the double, or we're gonna win nothing. I don't think there's gonna be in between. I think we're either gonna destroy it or we're gonna win nothing. And
by the way, we're sat here like after a loss, we're still top of the league and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
I think we're either gonna win everything or not everything. Like win like at least like 2 trophies, or nothing. And if we win nothing, we're gonna win something next season. People need to understand. Liverpool are inevitable. You either decide when you want us to win. Now, next year, the year after that, this team will figure it out. It's just when. It's just when.
It's almost like my mate said to me, like one of my mates, a big Arsenal fan, he was like, obviously he's like, oh, I hate going to St. James's Park. And he said, like, oh, you lost today. He said, was you that bothered? I said, I was bothered, yeah, because I liked to obviously win the games. And he said, you know what? He said, like, I'm sat here, and he said, I think as soon as you click, you're just going to absolutely wipe the floor of everyone. I said, like, you're not even, I don't think anyone's going to get close. And I'm an Arsenal fan, and I think we've got the best chance this season. He said it last season, though. And he's like, no, he said, I genuinely think if you click in the next, like, couple of weeks and then you just start winning and just start blowing teams away. I said, he was like, they'll be done at Christmas. I was like, probably right. I said, but when is it going to click? That's what I'm sort of getting at. We're 8 games in now of all comps. When's it going to click? So
I got a question for you. Then we can wrap up this stream. My question is, do you think Wirtz is in our best starting 11?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I think if he just does what he needs to do and not does it, like you said, like I think he is. Yeah, I think. But at the moment, like it's hard to pick the starting 11 because I don't know about McAllister. I'd have McAllister in last year, but this year McAllister's like miles off it. It's so difficult. I don't think we've had like every player fit and on the table to pick yet. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like who we want to play as that team, but I don't know. Best game I've probably seen from the midfield is probably against Everton. I'm not gonna lie. So
okay. Do you agree with this comment?
Ekatiko winning his league is unbelievable. I think
how many goals has he got in the Prem this season?
4 or 3.
He has got
First game.
He's got 3.
3, yeah, 3. Oh yeah, an assist. 4 GNA.
So I'm looking around. Damn, Gokra has even got 3. Issa Massar got 3. Enzo Fernandez has got 3. Semenyo got 4. That Thiago guy has got 4.
Yeah, he scored 2 assists, didn't he?
Man United are woeful, man. But I hope. Let me see something quick. I need to say it. I need to think about what I'm about to say first. But I need to see it. Yeah, I hope they beat Sunderland. Amory needs them wins to keep him in the job. He needs them wins. But anyways, you got anything else to add?
No, I'm all good. I think I've decompressed now, as you like to say in therapy. From all this.
And the fixtures don't get any better, man.
No.
Have you seen our fixture list?
Yeah, I looked at last
So
night.
we got Galatasaray, we got Chelsea, and then after Chelsea, we got Man United, we got Madrid, we got Span Madrid and Man City back to back. City away as well. I think City are beatable. I think they're very beatable. I think they can beat up on the little teams, but the big teams, I think they'll struggle.
I mean, if City played against Arsenal, like they played against Arsenal against Liverpool, I still think we win. Because I just think we've got players who want to score goals where I think Arsenal don't. Do you know what I mean by that? Like I just think like they start the same midfield. Marino, Rice, Zubimendi is not good enough to start in a big game. You've got to put a maverick, if you like. You know, you've got to put an Eze in there. You've got to put an Eze in there to get the.
Wait, I have a question. So you know, Isak's when he got clipped, how wasn't that a penalty?
I don't know, but all I've seen all over.
It's funny because no one complained about that not being a penalty. That's why I find it so weird.
Well, it's just Liverpool, isn't it? Like all I've seen all over.
Like none of the players complained.
How's Mo Salah got that goal? I just put on Twitter. I was like, "Have you missed the penalty? Have you missed the penalties? Have you missed the goal he scored? The goal literally come out. The ball hit Tyreek Mitchell's legs and went out, and there's no one talking about it." I'm like, "Oh, but Salah handballed it. Salah. They're giving the lead to Liverpool. Like, shut up, honestly. Pick and choose when you want to say things."
Because he got none of the ball. He got his whole leg.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so before we go, Van Dijk has actually made some comments. The biggest challenge now is to stay calm. I have mentioned it many times. Never get too high or too low. Just work and don't listen to the outside world too much. I think he said more. Actually, let me just put this up on the screen, man. This would be so much easier, man. Okay, these are Van Dijk's comments.
He's always calm, though, isn't he? It's just been.
He's always calm.
Around.
I'm not gonna lie. This message means shit. This message means jack shit. We played garbage against Galatasaray.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. This means nothing. We played garbage. It was the basics that we didn't do well. Sometimes you can have the. No, it was the tactics. I think it's the tactics. The tactics have been garbage all season.
Yeah, they haven't been good enough.
Okay.
If we play like we did last season, we'd just win. It'd be fine. We wouldn't have to be getting all these like horrible last minute goals and stuff. Just play like we and we're fine. Almost use Isak as what Nunes was doing last year, but he'd get more chances because it's Isak. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but Isak ain't getting the Nunes chances.
No.
Nunes had like 60 big chances missed, and Isak can't even get one a game.
125 mil strike without getting a one. Oh, horrible.
And it's funny because Enz actually said it last season and was saying that we don't play through the striker. I'm not playing through the striker is hurting us. And as much as you want to criticize Nunes and Jota, those guys go games without touching the ball, without shooting.
100%.
Okay, let's see. Last time Salah went to AFCON, we were on a winning streak. Then he came back. We dropped out of the title race, and everyone blipped.
To be honest,
we dropped out of the title race because our team got tired.
It was quite a bit to do with Nunes. Like, he missed some absolutely.
No, but Joe's crazy. When Salah was at AFCON, he was scoring.
Yeah, it's
him and Jota were bagging goals.
Jota
like I remember when he got that brace against Bournemouth. He scored that chip against Brentford.
Jota.
And then in the Europa League he was scoring like crazy.
And I don't know. We just capitulated, didn't we? I think everyone out injured. Then it was just terrible.
And plus, we were doing the whole going from behind and thinking. Well, going from behind and then coming back, and then we went behind and we couldn't come back. What people need to understand is this: retaining a title is very hard. Ancelotti has never, as good as a manager he has never retained a league title. People talk about Slot winning the league with Feyenoord. Slot did not retain the season after.
No, it was PSV, wasn't it? I think.
Yep, he did not retain. He finished like second or third. So people got to keep that in mind. I took out Thiago off my fantasy team. And he gets 2 against United. I'm cursed. Yeah, you might be cursed. Nunes had 11-11 when Salah was got. That is crazy. If that stat's real, that's insane. But because that's insane, because I still can't blame Salah, because Salah, like, if you look at Salah's comps, it's literally a Nunes miss comp.
Yeah.
So I can't. That stat may be true, but I can't blame Salah. Salah's passing it to him all the time.
By the way, before Salah went to AFCON that year, he was on like 16 goals in the league before he even gone. So, and like 10 or 12 assists. He got injured and come back. That was just it.
He had a hamstring injury, and people know hamstring injuries. It takes a while for you to get going. So that's why Salah was cooked for that season.
Still got 9.
And then obviously came back strong. But yeah. Anyways, man, you got anything else to add, man?
No, all good. Yeah, I'm all good.
Well, guys, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching the playback, man, like, give a comment. Let me know what you feel about the game. This game is going to be something that we want to forget about fast. But now we have to turn our attention to Tuesday against Galatasaray. And then we play Chelsea away, which may be a tough fixture. I'm pretty sure Cole Palmer's out injured.
Yeah.
That's why we have to be on our P's and Q's, because he may be out injured, but you know Chelsea, they might be up for the big task of making it difficult for us. So let's see what this guy's saying. I think our problem is Slot. Yes, I've been saying this. With the constant changing, the players must be confused on the main role. Yes, it is Slot. The problem, like I said, he ain't the player. I'm blaming Slot. I've been blaming Slot. But hey, we could dive right into that later date. But anyways, guys, man.